Delayed gratification is a myth, part 2. This is how I'm going to teach you how to enjoy the process more than you enjoy the result. Because if you know how to enjoy the process, you know how to enjoy the result. And if you know how anything works or how life works, 95% is the process, 5% is the result. The same way that you can spend an hour cooking and only eat for 10 minutes. And if you know how to enjoy the 95%, you can enjoy the 100%. But if you only know how to enjoy the 5%, that's 95% of your life that you are missing. And I always want to say this is that a lot of y'all don't realize you're self-sabotaging by only telling yourself you deserve to be happy and loved when you hit a certain result. I made a video talking about how a lot of y'all subconsciously think that self-love and happiness is a forbidden fruit, that if you touch it, there'll be consequences. And your subconscious has essentially mapped out your life in a way where you avoid it at all costs. And you might not consciously be doing this, but you're unconsciously doing it. And one of the ways that you're doing that is by telling yourself you are not worthy until you hit that 5%. Because even in the most ideal scenarios, you only get to love yourself for 5% of the time. Does that not sound like you've set yourself up for failure? Side note, I should get a double nose piercing. Can you imagine how good I would look with 2? I just keep looking at myself like I need to get a second one. Also, being able to understand the process makes your life more interesting. I'm always such a big advocate for being able to read a fictional book. Like, everyone always talks about nonfiction textbooks, self-help, go read a fictional book. Like, baby, I know so much about empathy, about self-improvement, about loving myself, about sticking with myself because I read a bunch of fantasy dystopian novels. Like, I would read, girl, I used to read them walking down the hallway, and people would side-eye me in middle school like, bitch, is you really reading and walking right now? Look forward. No, yeah, you could not pull me out of a book. And I think that really helped me. It set me up for success. Sorry about the fucking fire alarms. I promise I'm working on them. Because I always just tell myself I'm just making a more interesting book to read. I wouldn't have liked any of my protagonists if they were perfect all the time and never made any mistakes and never had anything to grow from. Like, literally, books get categorized as bad books for having flat characters that don't have a character arc. You're just having a character arc, baby. And you need to savor every single experience like that, like savoring reading a book. Like, for me, or if you like video games or watching a soccer match or cooking or anything that takes time to finish that you genuinely enjoy, you need to start looking at your life in that type of context. Because when I started looking at my life and I started making journal entries again, I started making journal entries, like I would always say like, hey, future Kanoya. So when you're looking like as if I'm writing a book for future self to look back on and read, I started having a lot more fun, even though I was imperfect, because I started to see myself as this protagonist in this book. Like, yeah, I had rough beginnings, but didn't every single fucking fictional character I look up to did too? Like, isn't that the whole fucking trope? I started as a maid in the castle that nobody paid attention to, and now I'm the superhero, yeah. And the biggest way to do that is to deal with your shame. You will always be imperfect. You will always be imperfect. You will always have the history that you have. You will always have the past that you have, and you need to accept it. Or stay miserable. Those are your choices. Stay blessed.